I have some terrible news to share with you. It's on one hand exciting, but on the other hand, absolutely terrifying to many people. It's certainly scary to me and a lot of people I've spoken with. It's very uncomfortable, terrifying. It's news that I think on some level you may well suspect is true. But in fact, because you may suspect it's true on some level, you push it away. We all do this. It's 4 words. And I really, truly, when I say it's terrifying news, I'm not just trying to hook you in psychologically or theatrically. I'm saying it's truly terrifying news. 4 words. You still have time. You still have time to become the person on some level you fear to believe you could become. You still have time to go into that other career. You still have time to shift relationships in your life, to perhaps even end one relationship and start another. You still have time to do maybe not everything, okay? But far closer to everything than you and I would normally dare to believe. You still have time. You still have time to do that, to do those things. And to dare to believe that, it's terrifying. It's so much easier, in so many ways, easier, short-term and long-term. It really is. To think to yourself, well, I don't have enough time. That time has come and gone. I could have, maybe I should have, but I didn't. For you to dare to believe that a lot of that might be not an illusion, but just mistaken. To use an old phrase, maybe a bit of a cop-out. To give up on yourself. To give up on yourself. Now, where do you find the fuel? Where do you find the shifts in perspective? Where do you find the tools to dare to blow the dust off this notion that it's too late, it's too late? Where do you find that's a whole other story. But I think part of it can start at least with the notion, with the daring to believe something that I dare to believe, that I think is true. There's too much evidence. Too many people have done too many amazing things in their 70s, in their 60s, in their 50s, in their 40s, in their 30s. I mean, I've chatted with people in their 20s, and there's this sense that, yeah, a certain door is closed to them in their 20s. You and I know, and we chuckle at that if you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s. But there are 80-year-olds and 90-year-olds who would laugh their asses off thinking about you and I, in our 40s or 50s, whatever. I think, oh, well, that time has come, and shush. If you're not able to or you don't want to, that's one thing. Okay, if you don't have what it takes, okay. But let's not con ourselves. Let's not ultimately deceive ourselves into believing that we don't have time. Because like I said, the scary news, but also the super exciting, life-changing news is you still have time. You do.